What's up, Dream Team?
It's your girl Fatim, TheDream.
And it's me, Chris and V.
And we're back at it again with
another reaction video.
Today we're going to be bringing you guys Freeze the Heart that...
smash it to pieces. Just like his ex did. Yeah.
Nobody requested this video, but we just found it interesting and decided to...
The title was super interesting, and I seen it was trending, so I was like, hey, maybe y'all haven't seen it. So let me put y'all on to something for once. You feel what I'm saying?
And like we always say, any type of videos you guys would like to see us do reactions to, just comment down below. Or you can add and follow us at our social media. My Instagram is Fatim TheDream, and my Snapchat is Strawberry2219.
My Instagram is Chris_Envy. My Twitter is CEnvyMusic.
And let's get into this video.
Let's do it.
What's up, guys? Today we are back, and we're fulfilling a request that came out of the comments from Phil R, who says, freeze the heart in liquid nitrogen, then smash it into pieces, just like my ex did. Phil, I'm sorry to hear about your misfortune, but a lot of people are supporting your comment, so that's the experiment we're trying today. Now, you'll probably recognize this heart from the casting experiments we did, where we cloned it in chocolate and made a 2-pound solid chocolate heart for Valentine's Day. That was pretty awesome, but Valentine's Day is over, so I get a big thermos of my homemade liquid nitrogen, a glass jar from our vacuum chamber experiments, and a wide variety of tools so we can chip into this thing and dissect it king of random style. Now, I'm no biology expert, so I printed off a little reference guide here that we can use to figure out exactly what we're hacking into, and maybe we'll learn something about how the heart works as we do. So looking at these pictures here, you can see this is kind of like a mirror image of the heart. So right here we have the right atrium, the right ventricle, and then over here we have the left ventricle and the left atrium, and then up here we have our arteries and valves. Apparently these little things here are small muscles that are from when the heart developed, and they don't really seem to serve any purpose. So let's go ahead and transfer the liquid nitrogen into the jar first. Hopefully our glass jar doesn't crack from thermal shock, because if it does, we're going to be wasting a lot of nitrogen. Nitrogen's interesting stuff. Like, as this glass cools down to temperature, it actually does this rapid boil at the end, where we get little bits spilling out everywhere, which is too bad because this stuff is really precious and hard to make. All right, little heart, you have served us well. It's time to meet your frosty fate. Here we go. Oh yeah. I always forget about this. There's like this nitrogen vapor there, and whenever something warm touches it, it like creates this little force field. That is super cool. That is nuts. Yeah, it's like ripples in the ocean, except it's nitrogen vapors. How cool is that? It's not even touching the nitrogen yet. Here we go. And we have contact. What's really funny is you can still see little bits of the red chocolate, and there's even some blue silicone from when we poured the mold stuck down inside one of these arteries. Well, that's been about 2 minutes there. Let's just see how the outside of the heart is looking. Oh yeah, that's a little frosty. It's as hard as a rock. Now, a heart of this size, I imagine, is going to take at least 10 to 20 minutes to freeze all the way through. Because although the outside is freezing solid, there's so much mass to this heart that it's going to take quite a bit of time for the cold to penetrate all the way through. And I would like this to be completely frozen by the time we start chipping into it. So let's just go ahead and plop it down into the nitrogen and let it sit for 20 minutes. Oh wow, my tongue's got stuck. Okay, I'm just going to dip this in by hand, and we'll see how much nitrogen that displaces. You can already see it starting to boil out the top. And that's because this heart is so warm, the nitrogen is going crazy. And I don't want to lose too much of it, so I got to do this kind of slowly here. Let the heart settle in. Look at this. There, there it goes. That was an accident. Darn it. And there goes the nitrogen. Wow, that froze up quick. Look at this. The artery is already solid right there. That's already solid. About half my nitrogen just spilled out. So we're going to try this again a little bit slower. And as that boils down, we'll just keep it topped up with nitrogen and give it about 20 minutes to set. So side note, I actually made this liquid nitrogen. I've got a generator that took a couple years to set up, but it's finally working. And this is the first batch of homemade liquid nitrogen that I've actually put to use. And it looks like it's doing a good job. I mean, it's working. Homemade liquid nitrogen, guys. Video coming soon. All right, so update, guys. It has been 20 minutes that our heart has been sitting in a bath of liquid nitrogen. Let's take a peek inside and see if anything's changed.
You never know.
Here we go. Oh, look at that, guys. It has cracked. You can see it's cracked right through the right ventricle, and it's split over into the left ventricle and the left atrium. There's a possibility that's from when I was dropping it. I was a little bit too abusive with this thing, but I didn't see any cracks initially. These have all popped up in the last 10 minutes. So the question on my mind right now is, after 20 minutes in liquid nitrogen, is this thing frozen completely solid, or is there still some gummy, meaty tissue on the inside? There's only one way to find out, so let's grab a hammer and a chisel and begin chipping away at it. That is frosty. I just gotta make sure I don't drop it as I transfer it over, because I don't want it to smash prematurely. And look at the way nitrogen's dripping out the bottom. It's almost like these cracks, the nitrogen seeped inside the heart, and now it's dripping back out. Here we go. Oh, look at the way the nitrogen skittles around on the plate here. That right there, my friends, is the Leidenfrost effect. The same thing happens with water and extremely hot surfaces. So let's make this into a little game of Pong. To start off here, let's just see if we can kind of chip the side and see if we can pull that top panel off. Because I think that would be really interesting if we could just take a peek right down inside. That's actually pretty hard. All right, let's try chipping it out like this.
That sound hurt my ears. Ah.
Oh, wow. Oh, look at that. That whole piece just comes right off.
Wow.
It's like a cutaway, and it is frozen completely solid. What's amazing to me is how thick that muscle is.
Ooh.
Originally, I was thinking it was probably just a quarter inch thick, but that goes like a good 1.5 inches. Oh my goodness. Look at the texture up here. That's kind of an interesting texture. You can see the inside of this chamber, which I'm guessing is the atrium, has almost like these little wormy wall type effect. All right, diving in a little bit further here, let's pull away this wall of the right ventricle. Wow. And you can see the membrane here where it separates the ventricle from the atrium. There's even like chunks of ice in there. Look, that is one icy heart. So here we got the bottom tip of the heart, which literally just fell off. I mean, it came off in chunks and pieces, and look at how thick those muscle walls are. That's like a good 1.5 to 2 inches. Absolutely crazy. I was not expecting the walls of a heart to be that thick. And from this view here, it's kind of interesting because we're looking up and you can see there's not a lot of space there, but those are the cracks where the blood is flowing. So we've got so much muscle and so little space, and that's probably why these things work so effectively. Now, admittedly, I have never actually cut open or dissected a heart before, and biology wasn't my strongest subject. So what I'm gonna do is find a good video that explains exactly how the heart works and put a link in the description. So if you wanna know more about the purpose of the heart and its functions, you can learn for yourself. Oh, that is interesting. You can see on this one, there's a cross section of something that looks like a vein running out of it. I imagine this thing right here is probably one of the valves that opens and closes as the blood is pumping. And that may be what we have going on over here. You can see little cross sections of veins and whatnot. This thing here looks like the aorta. And you can see there's still a little bit of silicone in there from where I cut it away after it came out of the mold. So that's very cool, guys, and slightly educational. You can see the silicone that we poured seeped down quite a ways into this heart here. I can't get into it as much as I'd like to because there's a huge chunk of frozen muscle there. So I think the only thing left to do now is smash this and break this heart into pieces, kind of like your ex did to you, Phil. All right, glasses on for safety. You don't want chunks of frozen heart flying at my face.
Damn.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Dang, pieces everywhere. I think that's gonna smell really bad a little bit later today. Let's take a look at the damage. What do we got? Yeah, look at that. So there's a healthy amount of silicone that got in there. That's really amazing. There's one other little piece I want to try, and that's this one. It looks like some kind of alien deformity. Let's just go ahead and smash that real quick. Boom, just everywhere. It explodes. It explodes like an ice cube being hit with a hammer. That's basically what it is. And now we've got chunks everywhere. A little earpiece.
Yeah, when that
like Vulcan ears.
Live
long and prosper. So there you have it, guys. We successfully dissected a heart using our friend liquid nitrogen. And what was really impressive to me is how thick these heart muscles actually are. I always assumed that the hearts were full of mostly blood, but it doesn't seem to be the case. It seems they're mostly muscle with a little bit of blood being pumped through them very quickly. That is a really cool experiment. That was a lot of fun. And thanks again to Phil R for suggesting this experiment, and to all of you who are supporting him. Check your inbox, Phil. I'm sending you 25 bucks. And to the rest of you watching, hopefully you had fun, hopefully you learned something new, and I'll look for you in the next video. Talk to you then.
Okay. Okay.
That didn't even break.
Okay, put a fork on there.
Hey guys, thanks for watching, and remember I'm giving away prizes now on every new video. All you have to do to qualify is subscribe to my channel, ring the bell, and select to be notified when my next videos get released. The secret link to my giveaways will be pinned in the comments for the first 12 hours. If you like what I'm doing, show your support right now by giving this video a big thumbs up and share with a friend. I love you back, and I'll see you next time.
Well, guys, that looked like that's the end of that video.
That was very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I liked it. I loved it.
I liked that video.
Word, that was cool.
Well, like we always say, don't forget to thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Hit that button, goddammit. Hit it.
Make sure you guys' notifications on so when we upload a new video,
you get it first.
Don't forget to comment down below. Don't forget to follow us at our social media and comment down below. But follow us at our social media. My Instagram is Fatim TheDream. My Snapchat is Strawberry2219.
My Instagram is Chris_Envy, and my Twitter is CEnvy Music.
Yeah, you know, you guys can comment or add us any questions, challenges, videos you guys would like to see us do. We have no problem presenting them to you.
None whatsoever.
And like we always say, guys,
love, sex, and paychecks.
Deuces.
Holla at us. Ow!